Here we are then, back for another edition of Can I Beat the Pole Lap? This one, the Australian Grand Prix. Once again, Max Verstappen on pole. 1 minute 16.732 was the final lap time in the end, with Max eventually showing his true pace. But for the most part, it was actually a pretty competitive qualifying session until the very last run. Really enjoyable seeing multiple teams actually, and just lots of different drivers mix it up and actually be competitive. You had Hamilton being a surprise, Russell as well, of course, Alonso up there as well, and even Ferrari showed some signs at times they could have had a bit more pace. So definitely an up and down qualifying, bit of rain here and there as well. Checo Perez, the big surprise, as he got knocked out in Q1, having issues with his car all weekend. Anyway, alas, if you guys are going to enjoy this episode, then leave a like and subscribe, as I do this for every single race weekend. So far, we've done 2 episodes at Jeddah and Bahrain, so go check those out. I'll leave a link to the playlist down below. And yeah, we're going to get into round 3 here in Australia, of course, with the new layout from last season. So let's get into it. First things first, we're going to try and set a banker, and we'll see where the car is. 1:16 is a pretty fast time, so we're going to have to work pretty hard to get near that, but we'll find out once we get this first banker out of the way on the medium tire. So here we go. We'll run a conservative engine mode and just try and build up our confidence. DRS open as we make our way down to turn 1. Don't really know the braking points just yet, so we're going to improvise on this first lap. Turn 1, 5th gear. That inside curve doesn't feel very nice, so we'll try and avoid that maybe. DRS open again down the second straight as we head down to turn 3. Braking the 100-meter board. 3rd gear on the power through 4. Smooth out of here, and now 5 should be flat. Yes, it is. Sector 1 done. Let's move to sector 2. Turn 6. Keep it within track limits. And now we head, of course, through the new section, the long back straight, which is now a DRS zone this season, which last season it wasn't, but this year it is. So we're going to have 4 DRS zones, which is going to be mental, and that could provide a really exciting race. Through the chicane we go, over the curbs, and then opening DRS for the final time as we head to sector 3. Under 100, down to 3rd. Bit of understeer as we almost wash out into the gravel. Final few corners here as we look to close out the lap. Oh, a little bit deep into the hairpin there. First proper mistake of the lap so far. For the most part, it's been a pretty clean one. And here we go. Out the final corner, DRS open, up to the line, and our first lap is a 22.1. So about 5.5 seconds off the pace. Let's get to work and let's try and shave off some lap time. Time for attempt number 2 then. Soft tyres on. We was running medium C3, we're now on the soft C4, which is matching the real life tyre allocation. Let's see what kind of difference we can make on these. Also, fuel load significantly reduced, so this should give us hopefully a much more agile car in the corners. Here we go. Turn 1, and avoid the inside curb. That's pretty nice. Carry the speed out of 2 as we now head down to 3. Drop brake just after the 100. Could work a bit later than that maybe. Back on the power as we now head through 4. Right, really a little bit cold, just be a little bit mindful of that. Didn't get the full warm up, but we're up by half a second in sector 1. Let's see if now we can make a bit of a difference, especially in sector 3. That's where the time will be made. We've gained a bit of time through there as well, being much more aggressive through the chicane. That's 6. Definitely to try and push this chicane as well, the left-right. This is where there's time to be found. Down 2 gears, car now gripping up nicely through there. That was excellent. And now let's see if we can really find the time in sector 3. Here we go. A little bit deep again, but we do improve and find time for the most part. This is where we made the mistake last time. No issues as we get the car slowed down. And also much quicker through the final corner. Right, DRS open, and it's going to be a 2-second improvement, so we shave off a couple of seconds. Still a way away though, on 20.1, that's a bit of a concern. So we'll make some small adjustments. I might tweak the wings, but the key thing here now is engine mode, so that should hopefully make a big difference. So small adjustments made. Also, we've now got tyre temperature, which will make a difference. So let's find out. We're going to run a bit more engine mode on this lap, quite a bit more, and essentially really take off the sandbags as we get the lap underway. So here we go. Also reduce the fuel a little bit, and also reduce the wings, as I want to have a bit more straight line speed. Turn 1. Not the best, a little bit safe, a little bit also skatey, but we're 3/10 up already, making a big difference. Turn 3. On the anchors. Probably could have broken a bit later than that, in fairness. Bit of rule spin there on the back end as we use the higher engine mode, and that is the consequence of running the engine modes a bit higher right there straight away. I've got enough fuel for another lap, so we'll just push on even after that spin. I've made one adjustment, and that is the brake bias. I've pushed it a bit more towards the front. I feel like I want to have a bit more front end stability into the corners so I can really push. So let's find out if that makes a difference. Let's try again. Flip it inside curve, but that wasn't too bad to be fair, that was pretty decent. Okay, we're matching our previous attempt. Let's try and push now. Got the brakes, get the car turned in, giving up a bit of mid-corner to have a better exit. That is much nicer. Easy flat through there, and we're 7/10 up in the first sector. This is big. Went in a bit too early there, had to correct. Didn't really gain anything, but we'll start to gain now on the straight as we use those engine modes. Still feel like there's a bit of time to find in the final sector, especially in the chicane as well. We're a second up right now. Carrying loads of speed, that was on the limit, almost lost the back end through there. Second and a half up. Get the car slowed down, we've been struggling through there. That was better, still lost the back end though, which is far from optimal. A bit wide of the apex there as well. And they're just having a scruffy end to this lap. Be patient for the final corner, and there we go, picking up the DRS. Using the engine mode up to the line, and it's going to be an 18.4. Oh dear. So we're a bit down actually, a bit more than I thought. This might be an issue. I'm going to try and make some adjustments, and the next lap you see could well be my best attempt because I don't know there's a lot more in that. Go. I'm done. I've had so many crashes, I've tried so hard. 20 laps, more than that because there's so many laps that aren't completed and they don't actually register. So I've been at this for like an hour now. I'm 3/10 off, say 4/10. Couldn't quite make it, but that was a really good lap. I'm really happy with that one. Bit of time in turn 1, about 10th and a half maybe, and I feel like there's a touch more in the last sector. If I was at this all day, I probably could get it, but alas, that'll do. Anyway, I'll quickly run you through the setup. So we was using the C4 tyre with these pressures along with 3 litres of fuel, which is enough for an out lap and a timed lap. Electronics were in full power mode, so quali and motor. Aero, I ran with 9.4, which is pretty low wing, and then everything here is default. Brake bias 59, a little bit higher, and then suspension default, steering assist default, and yeah, pretty much there's a lot. So yeah, guys, hopefully you enjoyed it. Leave a like, subscribe, as always, for all that good stuff and good content. And I much appreciate all the support on the channel lately, guys. It's been really, really awesome. As always, a big shout out to the channel members for supporting the videos. As always, check out the 2 videos on the screen, and I'll see all of you in the next one. And hopefully tomorrow's race is a banger. But yeah, guys, cheers for watching, and I'll see you soon.